Hello, I'm back to talk about episode 2 of Voice to Planet for Planet K. And let's talk about how the episode starts off with Connie saying that she saw Junso in a BL. Hilarious. I love her so much. And finally, we have the last performance, which was Yumeki, and of course, everybody was so high in their expectations, and then he opened his mouth, and we all knew that he could not sing. He did not do good at all, and he skipped some lines while doing this performance. And the editing killed me, because when they showed the shots of the trainees, they were all like, oh! So he got 1 star, which we all already knew. Now the trainees finally enter the dorms, and we find out that it's based on a hierarchy system, where the 1 stars have a 6-person room, the 2 stars have a 4-person room, and the all stars have a 2-person room, which is great. But for the others, that is literally insane, especially the 6-person room. The beds are lined up so close together, I don't even know how they could sleep comfortably. And they made them pack their things into boxes for the 2 stars and the 1 stars. What is the point of that? It's like Mnet thinks they're there for an actual survival show in the wilderness where they have to go and hunt their food or something. Like, why did they make them pack their bags into a tiny brown box? That was so unnecessary. And of course, we have a random dog that was introduced into the show called Chunbei, and the dog gets more screen time than actual trainees who are, fighting for their dreams. The only cute moment was the trainees serenading the dog with the song, but that's it. Now the vocal training with Hyolyn made me laugh so much because she was telling the trainees, sing with confidence, sing louder, and they're all singing like tiny, solar, solar. Now we have the dance practice, and I cannot believe Sho has so much audacity and confidence, even though he's a 1-month trainee. He said in his personal interview that he could give better idol performances than Yumeki, who's a dance teacher for idols. As soon as he opened his mouth talking about teaching the other trainees, I knew Mnet got what they wanted. They got their villain right there. Another trainee literally pointed out that he was dancing the wrong choreo and teaching the other trainees the wrong steps. And I would have shut up right then and there, and I would have let the actual dance teacher, Yumeki, help all the trainees. But he continued. And then we saw Masato and his little storyline about struggling to keep up. And he said he felt bad for taking the practice time from the other 2 stars because they kept helping him, like Junso, the leader of the 2-star group. And so he went to steal the practice time of the 1 stars. I just don't understand why he got so much screen time, even though they cut his audition performance. But of course, it's because he's top in rankings because of his visuals. Now we have a little cutscene where the trainees talk to their parents or their friends, and I'm surprised that Mnet let this happen so early. It's like they're speed running some of the stuff that happened in other seasons. But the one moment of Kim Daniel with his grandma, and his grandma said, I have to see you succeed before I go to heaven. Oh my god. Right in the heart. Now we're on to the evaluations, and the show literally did terrible, but he was still praying for an all-star. I need some of his confidence, because what in the hell? And then we got Liu coming up, and Connie said, I can feel the tension all the way from over here. And he said, thank you. And 1 star had to tell him, no, that means we can feel that you're nervous. And he did not do good, of course. But people still voting for him, and he's loved and he has screen time. Now we see Yumeki's evaluation, and he got an all-star, even though his vocals were not there. But the master said, oh, he has so much potential, and he improved from before. Okay. Finally, one of the better performances, we have Na Yoon-so, who literally said he has vocal nodules, which are painful and makes it terrible for singing. But he cried all day and said, you know what? For this performance, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna make it like I've never cried and I don't even have vocal nodules. And he literally killed it. I cannot believe how professional and amazing he is, because I would have never known, judging just that performance, I would have never known he cried all day and had vocal nodules. I'm so glad that he got all-star because he deserved it. And we finally see Sangwon, and his evaluation was so strange to me because he did amazing dancing, I guess. And the vocals were not there. Even 1 star said his vocals were not good. but they delayed giving him his evaluation. And then we find out he got an all-star, even though he messed up, while other trainees who messed up for the exact same reason dropped in rank or stayed 2 or 1 star. Literally makes no damn sense, and that's literally rigging right there, but nobody's talking about it because everybody loves Sangwon and he's number 1 in the votes. He 100% should have been a 2-star. Finally, we see that only 52 trainees will survive the elimination from Planet K, and honestly, that is a decent number. Only 17 of them got eliminated compared to Planet C. But they made them pack all their suitcases and bring it with them to the announcement, which I think is so cruel because they couldn't even have a good minute to say goodbye to their friends. They had to leave right away afterwards. Overall, Mnet cut so many intro performances, which of course that's happened in previous seasons. But I'm surprised they cut the performance of Masato, who's literally in the top 8, and they give him so much screen time. I don't even understand why that's happening. Like, at least show his performance so, you know, we could judge what he's doing. Literally, that damn dog, Chunbei, got more screen time than other trainees, and I just cannot. It's like the ducks from the previous season. Anyways, I'm so excited for the next episode because, of course, the planets are merging. But we can already tell that there's a lot of drama since we got Sho yelling at Hajong-shin for not speaking Korean. Like, bro, you've been training for 1 month. Calm down.